Hi, Tarot Tribe. It's Ethany. And of course, someone decides to turn on their loud motor the second I start recording. That's just life. Welcome to day 6 of the 31 Days of Tarot Challenge here on YouTube. Oh my gosh. So today is, the prompt for today is tell me about the time you gave your first reading that you can remember. And some of you know this, that I have been journaling since I was 12. And I went to go to look in my journals to find out like when exactly was my first reading, because I totally would have written about it and show you. But those journals from my earlier, what is with the noise? I'm trying to record here, people. Do you mind? Are in Australia in storage. So I was like, oh my gosh, my brain. So I know that my first reading that I would have done, like a lot of us, would have been for myself when I first got my first tarot deck. And that would have been when I was 15, when I got my first, which was the Mythic Tarot. I don't remember it specifically. Obviously, it changed my life because now look at me and all the tarot stuff that I do. But I don't specifically remember what it was about. I would have written about it, but there we go. But I kind of wanted to share some, because there's no other prompt in this, I wanted to share some experiences I had around profound tarot readings that I've had given. And so there's 2 that I gave and there's 1 that I received. I met this wonderful girl in the pagan community by the name of Michelle. She had fiery red hair, like brave style hair, and she had the Tarot of the Old Path. And I remember when I was a teenager when I met her, just got my tea. Life is tea. And I remember her reading for me, and I was just so enchanted and enthralled by her knowledge of the cards, her connection to the cards, her ability to do an amazing reading. And I was just like, I want to do this. I want to be like her and I want to read. So that was a very powerful experience for me, having someone who read the cards and shifted my perspective on them and how they can be used. And then the second one was when Gail, my lovely tarot teacher, when I was doing her first level tarot course, and a part of the course, and I've talked about this before, at the end we were doing readings for each other. That was a part of the workshops, and it just came so easy to me in regards to, like, I didn't stop, I didn't kind of hesitate, I just kind of went in and started reading. And Gail, this is not word for word, but Gail had said, you're good at this, you've got a gift at this, you should do this more often. And for me, that validation from someone obviously that I respected, someone that had a long-standing respect in the community, and who was my teacher and my mentor, saying that really helped my confidence, knowing that this was something that I wanted to do and that tarot was going to be a part of my life for a really long time. And then the third experience that I wanted to share was when I did a tarot reading for my first long-term boyfriend. And he asked me to do a reading. Total skeptic. This was just not his realm whatsoever. And I did a reading. And our relationship, this was before we were in a relationship, our relationship was in the cards. Like the 2 of Cups was there, like all this sort of stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to skip around that one. Because again, there's that whole like self-fulfilling prophecy. There's sowing the seeds, and there's nothing creepier, I don't think, from someone who hasn't had a lot of experience with tarot going, we're going to get together. Can you imagine? I mean, I may say that now, but not that that's, I'm in a relationship, so it's not something that I'd be going around saying, but I'd have a different perspective of it now. But that was another an interesting experience where I saw something so clearly in the cards, and it happened. We were together for 5 years. And it's like, was that a self-fulfilling prophecy, or was that just like, was that the cards just telling me what was going to happen? So those are some experiences that I can remember. They're very quick kind of rundowns. But I would have given my first tarot reading to someone else when I was a teenager. Probably in that teen, I had a teen, I had a teen Wicca group. It would have probably been in there to one of the girls. Sarah, if you can remember, if you're watching this, if you can remember who it was, let me know. That would have been my biggest, I guess, my biggest audience outside of myself would have been that group there. So that was my first one, and obviously it wasn't my last. And this has been day 6, and I hope you enjoyed this quick video about some experiences I've had with tarot readings. And I'll see you tomorrow.